Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, we're going to look at Nano Dimension, trading under the ticker symbol Nndm. Over the past few days, the stock price of Nano Dimension has come down by a fairly significant chunk. We can see that it went from $8.27 last Wednesday to about $7.10 as we speak. The after hours currently indicate that there will be more pullbacks ahead, and this despite the fact that the stock jumped by more than 15% in the month of June. The price action of Nano Dimension forms an almost perfect downtrend chart for the moment, between highs that are each time lower and lows that are each time lower as well. Keep in mind that we're talking about very short term here. The sell-off has been more significant over the past few days, especially during yesterday's trading session, dipping from $7.61 to just above $7. There is no significant company-related fundamentals that justify this slip, but my impression is that the profit-taking from those who drove the price up since late May are the same people who are now causing the price to go lower. In other words, they closed the position and caused the stock to drop. The valuation of Nano Dimension is currently at $1.8 billion, but the enterprise value is just around $426 million. This valuation is the price the market is willing to give to Nano Dimension as of today, meaning the market sees more than 4 times the growth potentials compared to the value of the company on paper. Essentially, the market continues to trust Nano Dimension to eventually grow to where they said they will be. The main challenge here is to determine if the shareholders have the luxury of time. Because let's keep in mind that more than 80% of the equity are still in the hands of retail traders who, generally speaking, have a time window of a few weeks, maximum a few months. This means that if Nano Dimension doesn't show some sort of tangible signs that they're growing or that they will start printing money soon, the valuation may go lower. The current trading volume is at approximately 12 million shares, which is slightly lower to the 3-month volume of 17 million shares. This is normal given the fact that we're still in summer and that many traders are either not trading or only semi-regularly trading during that period of the year. What the trade volume tells us is that the stock is still very much in demand and that it should be at least able to hold the current key support levels so that the trend reversal that happened in late May doesn't start to go south once again. In terms of the option contracts currently trading for Nano Dimensions, the tendencies are very much one-sided. For the month of July, the contracts where there is the most interest are the $7.50 and the $10 level. It's the same for the month of August. At the same time, the put options are mostly trading around $5 and $7.50. There are also other levels being traded, and frankly, they do add up to a very impressive amount as well. But overall, the most significant levels are $7.50 and $10. The main takeaway from what we can see from the options is that the market consensus that the stock should be able to move above $10 or at least above $7.50. This means that given the current price point is at $7.09, there are reasons to believe that future price actions will be higher than where it is now. It is by no means a guarantee, but it should be viewed as one of the indicators of where things should be heading towards within the next 30 or 60 days. In the short term, the price action remains to be constant in the sense that it seems like, despite the recent market slumps, Nano Dimension is now in a different trend, the one of recovery, versus the massive market sell-off it's been through over the past few months. The stock has been able to maintain itself above the price of $5.53, and so far remained so. If the stock goes below that point, then we should definitely reevaluate our entire trading approach. For now, the short-term tendencies should remain moderately bullish. The current price point of Nano Dimension is located at the low end of support levels calculated by different methods, as it's generally between $7 and $8. This means that if the current trend were to maintain itself, it should be a great entry point. As indicated above, the current price of Nndm is fairly low, lower than most of its moving averages, regardless whether we're looking at the 50 days EMA, 100 days EMA, or the 200 days EMA. The stock is considered to be in a bearish trend, but I don't think that it is the case yet, just very low. I think that the stock will be able to bounce back in the upcoming month because, in my opinion, as long as the stock doesn't break the low back in May, it's not actually in a bearish phase. Overall, it comes down to how much risk you're willing to take, how do you see the stock, where do you see the stock going, and if you have faith in the company. If you think that it'll go up, then right now is a great entry point to start buying. My recommendation is to buy up to 3% of your portfolio in Nndm and to consider covering your risk with options if you go beyond that. The profit taking depends on your risk profiles, but I would suggest somewhere between 30 to 50% of the cost basis, or to simply leave it there until the trend reverses. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.